morning. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Daniel Cervantes, or Daniel the Paladin, and you are watching Christian Adventure Gamer. And this segment is called Paint and Coffee. This segment that I'm doing is just me sipping coffee while I'm painting and sharing my painting with you. Today we're going to be finishing up the troll here, and if we have any other time, we'll start some other miniatures for the Grimm forest. That's what I'm currently painting. And so, with the majority of it being this brick, cobblestone or stone or whatever you call it, I'm going to use black wash, Nolan oil. And so, just going to shake it up a little bit. Okay. And get a decent brush to do some wash with. Not that one. Hope you guys are doing good today. It's a nice, beautiful day here in northern Indiana. There we go. It is technically Thursday, which by the time you see this, it will actually be Friday. I'm just gonna, I also dip my paint to help the wash go thinner, because I don't want to sit on top of these rocks, and I don't really want to get it on this side here, just because there's nothing there for it to hold on to, so it's just gonna look like it's running. So I'm just trying to get it, and by dipping your paintbrush and the wash and dipping in water allows it to be manipulated more, as you can see there. I think I found a good spot for my camera this time. I actually have this really huge desk that I bought at an auction for $1, and it's solid wood. It was heavy, but there's an extension on it, like it's just built onto it. I mean, it's just like a really long desk at one end too, and I was able to move some stuff and set my camera there. And then I don't want to get any there. I don't really want to get any on the tree, because I'm going to use a different color for the tree. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually turning out pretty nice on top. And then I think I'll use a little bit of this black wash on this mane here. And I'll put some of the green wash onto it too, because of the troll's natural color being green. Let me get some of these rocks down here too. Now I'm going to take some extra off. I don't really want to run too thin because I don't want it to make a mess down here. So I'll just take some extra off. Wipe on a piece of paper. Paper towel, actually. There's another stone over here. Some stone there. Oh, that was silly of me. Got so used to this being able to be moved around fingers right on top of it. And that those little highlights that we did earlier really popping now with the wash on there. And I'm going to kind of go ahead and put some wash on this white tarp here, because I'm going to put some like a brown wash on it to kind of give it a dirty look too, and hopefully this will help it make it appear grayish. And so that's what my intention is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then again with the brick, dip that in water, and that way we can move it around more. The one thing I really like about the Citadel paint is that they give you this little splash thing on the back of the lid, so that way you can kind of dab any extra off. That looks pretty good. I gotta get some on this rock down here. There we go. Looks pretty good. So really add some depth to it. A little thick right there. Kind of get some of that out of there. Don't want any on the back side really. Alright, so we're done with the Nolan oil. Clean off the brush. Now we're going to use a Bella 10 green shade. Basically it's a wash. Make sure my paintbrush is all clean, ready to go for the next one. And I have not used this color yet, so I'm hoping it really turns out well. And it's just going to be on him. Oh yeah, those highlights we did on the knuckles earlier are popping out. Make sure I get the shade off his teeth. Yeah, definitely like that one. Move it away from his eye so it's not coloring his white eye green. Kind of clean up the eye a little bit. There we go. It almost looks like in the miniature that he's squinting, because you can really see his eyelid open here, which you only see a little bit of his eye there. That looks really good though. Now look at him. I don't know if you can see his knuckles on the top of his kneecap. But those highlights that we stuck in there the other day are popping. And I can define them more after it all dries and add some more of that moth green. Alright. Done with the green wash. Now we can use the Cassandra yellow. This is what we use to wash the straw houses. This thing all washes, it doesn't take very long for it to dry. And now this one, since there's only very few, I don't want a whole lot of wash on here, so I'm going to dip it off with a piece of paper and just kind of now we can use some brown wash. All I got is Reaper paint, or we could use where is that at? Seraphim Sepia. That might work. It's kind of a brown wash. And then I'll do this with his shirt too. This is a tan color. A little heavier here, so it looks like there's some shadow there. So I guess he's kind of sticking out into the sunlight, waiting for his unsuspecting victim. And this is where I'm going to add some of that brown too, because obviously after adding the black wash or the Nolan oil, it's kind of a grayish tint to it. So I'm going to add this to make it look kind of dirty, like it'd been sitting there covering up stuff for a while. I'll just use this on the wood. And the crate, a little crate sitting there. And the bricks there, because it's got kind of a reddish tone to it. I'll do it a little bit to this beach here. I got some stuff I can actually put on the base there, like grass and stuff, so I think I might do that. But yeah, looks like he's all done now. And so now look at him. Alright, so the actual green wash is already dry, so I'm going to go ahead and add those highlights to his knuckles. And if you're joining me, hopefully you're enjoying a nice cup of coffee. Big old cup of joe. This morning I'm trying a new coffee blend. It's called Roasted Pecan. It's not bad. It's a medium roast. Maybe a little lighter than I like. But it's got a nice flavor to it. So I need a fine tipped paintbrush. And then I just want to kind of go over his knuckle areas. And then kind of go back over his kneecap. Maybe this little part here that's sticking up on his arm. Maybe a little part of his shoulder there. See, maybe just the tips of his eyebrow. Tips of his ears. Just a little bit of his nose. And a little bit of his arm here. I'm not gonna worry about too much over here because technically he's like hiding in that part, so it should be darker. Think about where the sun would hit him. That was his tootsies. That's what my son calls them, tootsies. Kind of go back over that. Voila. Now look at those popping. Boom. He is done. Other than some basing material. So like, I have some marsh type stuff that I can use on him. I even have some of this thick stuff here. And I like this stuff, this hobby round stuff. I know you can get stuff from Gale Force 9, which that's what this is. This symbol here is Gale Force 9. It's actually a G kind of and a 9 thing. It's kind of inverted, like backwards. And this is called foliage mix. And then I have marsh blend. And so I think it's actually dry enough that I can get some glue. Bring it back over here. Make sure the tip of the glue is not all dried up and I can get glue out. I was just dip it on, puts on a plate. That when it dries, it's not everywhere. And then I'm gonna take a crummy paintbrush that I don't really worry about. It's like this one. Dip it in the glue because Elmer's glue will dry. That's what I'm using is Elmer's glue. Dry clear, and so I can just kind of brush it around there. Brush it in here. Brush a little bit in here. And then I'm gonna actually take this grass here, real grass, open it up slowly, kind of just throw it in there, and kind of just sprinkle some grass. Actually just made a mess. So I can actually just take this paintbrush here, like a broom, tap any excess off. And let's put that back there. Put a little more glue on there. I think I'll just put some grass on this edge here, just so it blends in that paint and hides it better. And then I just kind of tap it upside down because gravity will do the rest. There we go. And then the reason you tap it upside down is because it gives it like a static look, like the grass is actually standing up. And so then I can actually come up here to the edge of the water, put some more glue on top of that grass, and right there. And, you know, Elmer's glue is water soluble, so. And then I'm going to close this because I don't want to mix. And normally I have like a little tray or something, but since I don't at this moment and I just want to get this done, I'm going to take some of this marsh blend, just kind of sprinkle it there, sprinkle it there, sprinkle it there, to make it look like it's wet from the water. There we go. And then do. Now look at him. Ta-da! I'm actually going to put some more glue. Right here. Put some more of this marsh stuff right there on the edge. And tip it upside down. And then it is done completely. I was going to wait for that step, but I figured, why not right now? And I love Gale Force 9 products. I'm not going to lie. I love this stuff. Even this stuff's really cool for like little bushes or... Apparently I've never even used it yet. It's still on tape. I must have another one somewhere. This was kind of like it. This is dark. Can't really read what it said, but so for thick patches of grass there. This other one looks better for like little bushes, or I could probably even glue this Probably glue some of these to the top of that little tree thing there, unless it's a vine. It looks like a tree to me. To give it a little tree look. This is foliage. Then also have like these little places of grass here that stick up. Like I could have used some of these. Like probably like right in there. There's no real room here for it, so. All right, I think that's enough for today. The next thing we'll probably paint is this here. It's the first player marker. It looks like a storybook. This one's gonna be pretty easy. I'll probably just leave this gray because it looks like some kind of altar. I mean, I could paint it like a white for ivory. If I'm gonna do like this, a linen white. Then I'm gonna do like this marker here, red. Then I'll do probably purple or something for the book. I'll look to see if there's any pictures anywhere for it. And obviously gold or something on these little corners. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.